How the devil are you? Ooh, you better watch yourself. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking shit today. And as well as that, I'm going to be reviewing the Schiit Mani 2. Ha, ba-boom. And now, up until recently, I've been using the built-in preamps in my integrated amps. So the built-in phoners, I should say. So the initially, until recently again, I had a Marantz PM 6007. And that phono stage was pretty good, not bad at all. And now I got the Yamaha AS500 and the built-in phono stage is pretty good, not bad at all. Now I've tried the NAD PP2 and it was better than the built-in phono stage on a turntable, but it wasn't particularly much better than the built-in phono stage in the amps. So got rid of that, sold it. Then I got a Riga Phono Moving Magnet Mark 5. That's 5, I tell you. There's no Mark 4. I don't know what happened to it. Mark 5. And okay, maybe it was a little bit better, but not 220 quid's worth better. No way, no how. And so I sent that back. Now, a lot of reviewers say, oof, an external phono preamp would be so much better than the built-in one in your amps. It's going to blow your socks off. Well, my socks are still on, okay? Now I know if I spend a lot of money, I could probably get an improvement, but I don't want it to cost me an arm and a leg. You know, because I do like my arms and legs where they are. So with that being said, I've now got the Schiit Mani 2, okay? So hopefully this has been well reviewed and it's supposed to be an improvement over its predecessor. And now I haven't heard its predecessor, the original Schiit Mani, so I can't judge that. I can only judge this one on, I can only with its merit now. So we'll have to wait and see how good it is. Anyway, stop blabbing on, Mart. Okay. Let's have a look in the box. Right, let's get this thing open. We have some instructions. There we go, pop that there. We got the manual, it's got a bit of cardboard, let's get that out. Hopefully that'll come out then, yes. Okay, and we got the power brick here. Let's have a look. What's that? It says it's 16 volts, yep. 1000 milliamps. Boom, job done. And what we got on the front is nothing except a little light. That's it. On the back, yank. We have out, in, out, shake it all about. Got a toggle switch and your ground screw there. Power in, AC in, whatever. Okay. And I gotta say, it's built pretty good. Feels nice in the hand. Do you know what the mad thing is about this though? Which I don't understand, right? So I think it was 180 quid if you got the one in black. And you've got to pay an extra £15 for the silver one. Why? It's not real silver. What am I paying extra 15 quid for? And the black one is always out of stock. Ooh, what a coincidence, huh? Do black ones exist? Has anybody got a black one of these? Because they always seem out of stock. I think they supply, you go, oh, £180. That's not bad. I think I'll get that in black. And then you go, oh, it's 15 quid extra. So it's £195, really. So is that a marketing ploy? Is that some con they're doing with us? Come on, shit, sort it out. Anyway, so there you go. So it's moving magnet and moving coil. And on the bottom then, let's have a look what we got. Now, we got all these switches here. I'm going to have a look. I think these are filters to the top, rumble, gain, and you got your something there. They're loading there. Okay, let me have a look at the instructions and see whether I need to change these or not. Okay, so in the instructions, it says, don't flip over, just don't do it. Luxuriate in the confidence of having a device with one single power on light. So it basically says, does it sound good? Then you're done. And it says, don't flip it over unless you've got some dodgy cartridge or a moving coil. Then you're going to have to make some changes to it. If you're wondering if things could sound any better, aren't you? Well, here's the thing, probably not, unless you have some super weird, like a Decca cartridge, which needs lower gain, or a moving coil. And specifically a low output moving coil cartridge. So it says, seriously, don't turn over, oh heck, okay, turn over the page. So then it tells you how to set the back of it. Now, when I first read this, I was like, they could have made this a bit easier. Look, I'm no expert, but I have like had a few turntables and whatever. But I mean, reading this, I was like, what the bloody hell? Put some diagrams here. Jesus, they could make it a little easier. I got it in the end. You know, after a little bit of reading it once or twice, I thought, okay, I think I've got it. But if you're a complete novice, you're just getting into, turntables or whatever, or an external phono stage, you're going to be like scratching your head going, I don't know. Come on, stick some diagrams on it. Jesus Christ, I know it'd be a bit more pages, but what the hell? Wouldn't hurt. Anyway, okay. So looking at this, the first thing is like you got, let me just get it here. So it offers 6 dB or 12 dB of low frequency filtering. And basically you can flick these across if you get a bit of rumble or warp records. Get a bit of rumble. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then you've got your gain. Now I think I'll come back to the loading in a second. So with the gain, so with the input set to L and output set to H, that's 48 dB of gain. And they've been set like that at the factory. 48 dB gain is fine for my moving magnet cartridge, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'm leaving that where it is. Then we go back to loading, and it says for most systems, moving magnet cartridges, you don't need to change this. Don't need to change this. With all switches to 0 or out, the load is 47 picofarads and 47 kiloohms. But if I look, so at the moment it's set on all out and it's 47 kiloohms and 47 picofarads. Now, but the specifications on my amp, the recommended load impedance is 47 kiloohms, so that's cool. But the recommended load capacitance is 100 to 200 picofarads. So, and I have a VMN 95 ml cartridge. So 47, it should be okay, but just to err on the side of caution, I'm going to just flip this over. So according to this, I can flip it over, and I flip these both over and get an extra 47. So that should take it up to near enough 100. Give it, yes, 94. Okay, so 94. So I've pinched one of my wife's hair clips or whatever these things are, you know, that thing there, bent it off. I'll lob it in the bin later, she won't know any difference. I'm just going to flick one of these across. So that and that there. Okay. Now I suppose if I flicked just that across, I'd get 147. If I flicked them both across, I get 196. Now I don't want to go too high because it could affect the treble. And again, if it's too low, it could affect the bass, make it sound a bit thin. So I'm just going to leave it on and give it an extra 47 picofarads, and hopefully that should be fine. Okay, it's all set up and ready to go. Oof. Now, it's only a small niggle for me. Most people wouldn't even give a monkeys, okay? But having the switch on the back is a bit of a pain. Now for me, having it on top of my unit, it's not too bad. But if you've got it inside a unit or whatever, you've got a TV unit or something like that, then it can become a pain. Having to reach around, no, ignore that. Having to reach around the back, okay, to flick it on. You know, if it was on the front, it'd just be easier. I understand that they want to make it look neater on the front, nothing there, just plain looking. But a little switch on the front wouldn't bother me at all. Anyway, just a small niggle. Doesn't really matter to most people, but it kind of mattered to me a teeny bit. And then a lot of people have said that the light is too bright. I mean, is it really, what just went off then? Is it really that bright? I don't know. Let's try it out and see how bright it is, okay? So here we go. Ready, steady, go. Well, it's okay. It's not too bad. Well, it's a little bit bright, but is it going to ruin my listening experience? No. And I think, is it kind of a bit of a thing that Schiit has? People mentioned it in the first one, it was too bright, the light. They haven't changed it. So I think they like the fact that everybody's talking about the light and they've left it as it is. It is a bit bright. Make it a red light or a blue light and dim it down a bit. A nice blue light would be nice. Maybe a red one is supposed to be red therapy. Red light's supposed to help you relax. When you're listening to your music, you want to relax. Nice red light would be nice. No, look, it's not going to bother me. I'm not going to stand in front of it and burn my retinas out. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be sitting in my chair. God, this is squeaky today. Anyway, so enough of that yabba dabba dabba blah blah. Okay, what was that? What does it sound like? Well, what I've done a few sound tests with it. Obviously, I can't do it on this video. It'll be copyright or whatever, demonetized and all that nonsense. So I'll put links here and in the description box below, and I've tested it against my Yamaha, and I've tested it against the Riga, which I had recently, the Riga Phono Moving Magnet Mark V, mouthful. Okay, so, and like I said, you can look at them with the links I've put, whatever. And what do I have to say about it? Well, I'll tell you what I'll have to say about it. It's very good. It was better than my Yamaha, and it was better than the Riga, I thought it was. It's very clear, very concise, good controlled bass, nice present mids. Treble was lovely, not too sharp, not rolled off particularly. Really, really nice. And nice soundstage on it, good stereo separation. And that's what I noticed more, was the stereo separation. It was a lot better than the Riga and my Yamaha. So 4 marks to it. Is it better than the first one? I don't know, I haven't listened to it, but it's really good. It deserves its praise. I was quite impressed with it. I thought it did improve the sound of my turntable over the Yamaha and over the Riga. And from memory, definitely better than the NAD PP2. So all in all, I'm very happy with my purchase. And definitely be keeping it because it is improving the sound of my records. Anyway, that's it for today. If you got this far and you liked the video, and if you haven't subscribed, are you mad? What? I got tons of videos and more to come. Sort it out, subscribe, you've been missing out otherwise. Jesus, okay. Anyway, that comes to the end of the video. I'll catch you in the next one.